Harihi Om. My dear holy souls, this is Mata Anantananda, Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamavaram village, Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh state, from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of Wonderful Indian Folk Stories, we are enjoying the adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. In that series, this is the 22nd video in which we are going to enjoy the second part of Mantravadi's story. Then the question of Betala and the answer of Vikramaditya. The outcoming skills from this story are being normal human beings. According to our emotions, we used to think the results must be as per our efforts hardworking. We argue such that, but Hindu sciences are correct enough regarding this aspect. They give clear analysis. We can access them only. We can access them only if we have sharp thinking. The remaining story, let us enjoy. By the way, among three young men who came to marry Vivekamati, the daughter of Somadatta, one man sat there protecting her ash and bones. One man was at burial ground only, he was wiping like anything. And the one man got some of ash and bones and he traveled to Kasi. There he merged it in the water of holy Ganges river and then prayed to Viswanatha Swami and prayed to get her rebirth or else to make her alive like that. And then he returned to Padmapuram. And another man who got the magic verse from a Brahmin housewife as a Sanjeevani mantra, by having that verse, he returned to Padmapuram. Then he had a doubt in his mind whether the ash and bones are available or not like that. But luckily, when he reached Padmapuram, the third man was protecting the burial, protecting her ash and bones. So it was there. By that time, the other man who had gone to Kasi also returned to that. And by taking some of body ashes and bones, by pouring, sprinkled some water on it, and Mantravadi had pronounced Veda on that verse, Samrita Sanjeevani verse, the magic verse. Then what is surprise? She got alive, Vivekamati, with the same beauty body. And by hearing this, all the villagers rushed towards the burial ground. And Vivekamati's father, Somadatta, mother and brother, Ramadatta, all they came there. And again the quarrel started. And these three young men, they quarreled among themselves that she might belong to them. They might marry her. Similarly, her father, mother and brother also quarreling one with another, with others, like that. Then this news spread all over the town and the kingdom. Then the king came down there and he inquired all the things, and then he had given the justice. Everybody accepted that justice, the final word from the king, because he had delivered such justice by the help of Hindu Sanatana Dharma Sastras, Hindu sciences, like that. By saying like this, Betala concluded the story and said with Vikramaditya, "O King of Kings, Vikramaditya, you are very knowledgeous and you are very dare enough. Now tell me the answer. What will be the justice given by the king that was accepted by all the people who gathered there. And what is that? Can you imagine? And you have to give the answer to this question. Then Vikramaditya said, "Oh, my dear Bhetala, being normal human beings, everybody will think the result must go to the person who had done hard work and industry. Like that we used to think. But Hindu sciences, they are very clear and very cut enough regarding the dharma, the righteousness. That's why the justice of king might be like this. The man who had taken the body ashes and bones to merge in the water of river Ganga and visited Kasi Viswanatha and prayed for her alive, that man is equal to her son. Because according to tradition, the son might perform such duties. And the man who had got the magic verse, Mrita Sanjeevani, and by which he had given a life to Vivekamati, because he had given life to her, he is equal to her father, because he had given life. And the other man who sat there without doing anything, and he swept and swept and swept there, and protecting the body ash and bones there, he is eligible to marry Vivekamati. This justice might be given by the king. By hearing that, Bhetala laughed loudly and said, "Oh, King Vikramaditya, you are very clever. Your answer is right. But you failed to fulfill the condition. You had broken up the silence. That's why I'm disappearing from your shoulder and I'm reaching my 5 tree of the forest." By saying like this, Bhetala had again disappeared from the shoulder of Vikramaditya and reached the tree. Again Vikramaditya had gone there and brought down the corpus, and by keeping the corpus on the shoulder, he started with silence towards the temple of Mahankali situated in the Brihadaranya. Then again Bhetala will tell another story. So what it will be, we'll enjoy in the coming up video. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.